Hello guys, it's John Messer here doing another weekly blaze. So this time we have another news week, a September news week. This one's gonna start off a little bit different than normal, but before we get to that, just to kind of get like the stuff we're gonna talk about later will be like the Korokoro stuff. There's gonna be a lot of Beyblade news. I think there's the normal string launcher release, the starter, the short random booster, and then the like the all-in-one set or whatever, all should be getting revealed in a couple days, and then also Bottlemen. So we'll have two Bottlemen releases, and just judging by the time of the year, we might get a Nintendo Direct as well. So there might be even more to talk about. We'll see, but don't know yet. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm not talking about any of that today though. That's gonna be saved for probably tomorrow or something. And I'll give like any thoughts before we get like actual reveals, and I'll go into the reveals as they come out. But today I want to talk about something else. This is actually kind of just news for me personally. I wanted to talk about. Unfortunately, it is not good news. I'm trying to think of how I want to even start talking about this. Actually, I'm gonna sit down for this one actually. So anyway, all right, let's sit down and all right. So let's see. By the way, today is just now Monday on the 11th, September 11th, just now midnight. So I wanted to wait until now to talk about this. So on September 5th, 2023, my cat Odie passed away. For those of you who don't know, I had Odie for a very, very long time. I started doing YouTube on July 17th, 2009. And she was there for that. She was actually almost 3 years old at that point. Yeah, I had her for a very, very long time. Waited till today because it was supposed to be her 17th birthday. Which is why I want to talk about it on the 11th. And yeah, so I guess to go back a bit, I think I mentioned in an April Weekly Blaze that she wasn't doing quite as well, but I said, she was kind of okay. I'd say from early April up until kind of like the end of July or start of August, right around then, she was doing okay. She definitely varied. Her mood and just kind of how she acted, that never went away. She was always the same cat regardless, even the day she passed. She was always the same cat mentally, at least. But physically, her energy was still there back then, but her movement and stuff, it was day by day, I would say. It was some days, well, I guess it wasn't like day by day, it was more like, it'd be like a period of time where she could maybe not move quite as well, but she would still get around okay. But other days, she was almost normal, she wasn't doing too bad. But kind of around that August point is when her movement was more consistently just not there anymore. I mean, she could get around, but it wasn't as good, and then her energy was also starting to decline a bit. And I remember like mid-August was I remember she actually came down to visit me because she used to always come downstairs to visit like every day. When she wasn't doing, I mean, obviously when she wasn't as well anymore, I mean, she couldn't do it every day, but she still come down sometimes. But yeah, mid-August, she definitely, I'm surprised she even came down, honestly. But little did I know that would be like the last time she ever did that. So yeah, and throughout August, her energy and just movement definitely started to decline further, and that last week, it was definitely more and more apparent that she probably didn't have too much longer. Yeah, so, actually, hold on a second. I hear something. Alright, sorry about that. Everything's fine anyway. So that last week was, not great. I was still sort of thinking maybe, I mean, I said before she kind of like varied depending, on the time, but, I still thought maybe it was something like that for a little while, and then on Monday, the 4th, it became pretty apparent that that probably wasn't the case, and I'm not going to go into detail about anything that happened, but yeah, at this point, the vet just was kind of like, there's not much we could do. I mean, also, she's again almost 17 at this point, so it wasn't really like a crazy idea that, maybe something, like, I mean, she was just older and, couldn't do much about it, so anyway, yeah, so then I remember letting my mom know that, like, on, well, I guess at this point it's technically Tuesday morning, and I mean, before I went to bed, I basically was just like, yeah, something's definitely wrong at this point. I don't think she's doing too well. And my mom asked if it was time to take her into the vet and have her put down. I actually said not to. I was planning on probably doing that if we were in the same situation the next day, because by this point she really couldn't move much at all, and her mood was still there. Like, she was still the same cat. She's still perfect pet her, but like, I feel like by this point, with how bad her movement was, like, if she spent too much longer like that, she would have struggled to eat or drink at all, and by that point she'd be suffering. But where she was Tuesday morning, she at least seemed like okay in that regard. Like, she wasn't suffering. She just really was extremely low energy, and couldn't move too well. So I decided basically just to give her a day until we did that. I didn't give her that day because I thought maybe she'd recover, honestly. I didn't imagine she would, but basically I wanted to give her a chance to just pass here. I mean, she always hated car rides, and also didn't really go any places, so making her go in the car and, be put down in like an unfamiliar place, I just didn't think was a good idea personally, so I opted to have her stay here for the day, and I spent some time with her that night, especially before I went to bed, and eventually I did, and then when I woke up, I found her, and by that point she'd already passed, and yeah, and that's it. So it's honestly just really weird to not. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be sad with having her gone, but it's also just really, really weird to not have her around again. I got her when I was 6 years old. I'm about to be 23. I had her for nearly 17 years. I got her when she was 2 months old. I was six. I was like barely even a quarter of the way through kindergarten. Like, I was that young. I've been out of high school for over 4 years now, so it's it just feels very weird because, like, even when I'm coming upstairs, like, still, even though it's been a few days at this point, or if I'm just up here, like, in my mind I still think that she's gonna be somewhere around, because it's just, again, that's what I've always been used to. Like, I have memories before getting her, but like, I don't remember daily life without her, I guess is what the best way I could say it. So not having her around is just really, really strange. It's a very foreign idea to me. And even before that, like, I always wanted a cat before we got her, so just not having anything like that is just weird. I will say she was definitely the best cat I could have ever asked for sure. Yeah, it's just weird to not have her here, and just unfortunate, but at the very least, she was able to live a full life. I mean, again, almost made it till 17. That's a long time. And again, she was able to pass here, which I was hoping for, just so she didn't have to, go somewhere she wasn't familiar with. I didn't want that to happen. I would have done it if it was like apparent that she really just could not move or do anything, and, couldn't eat or drink at all. At that point, yeah, I feel like it would have been worse to leave her here, but I just wanted to give her that one day, just as kind of a chance to let that happen naturally. And again, I'm glad I made that decision. But yeah, it's, I don't know. It's just a mess at this point. I don't even know. But yeah, I will say though, as far as just me kind of remembering her goes, of course I want to remember, everything, good and bad. But like, well, the good times and the bad times, like the more recent stuff definitely wasn't good. I mean, I'm glad she at least was able to get around and do some stuff for a few months. But still, it definitely wasn't the same as she used to be. But at the same time, when I do think of her, I mainly want to focus on like a lot of the good times we had and stuff. There's a lot of that. I mean, there's again like almost 17 years worth of time. So when I think of her, I don't want to think of like the fact that she is gone now. I want to think about oh yeah, I remember when we did X thing, like or just something random that she did. Like I don't know, like playing with a toy. Like she didn't play with toys too often, but sometimes she would. And it was just always entertaining. Like I should do like whenever a bird would appear. Like if we were sitting in the other room, a bird would fly by or something, and sit down outside the window, and she'd like do this weird like click meow thing. Stuff like that's what I want to remember when I think of Odie. I don't want to just immediately think about the fact that she is gone. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, I just really want to. I don't want to get into everything. I don't want to go into all of it. I don't think I should. But yeah, I think that's everything I want to say. I mainly just wanted to say that kind of what happened and everything, and just mention that before getting anything else this week. I know this video is going to seem very, very disjointed and probably jarring after this clip, because after this clip I'm going back to just my normal mode, but I do apologize for that. I just have no idea how else to do this, so yeah. But also, she was always in here when I recorded. Even if you didn't see her, she was in a lot of videos back in the day, like all the time. Past few years, not as much. She was in my Grand Dragon review though. Like probably her last like appearance in something that wasn't a Weekly Blaze, but she still appeared sometimes in Weekly Blazes. And she probably didn't understand what I was saying, but I mean, she heard me talk about Beyblade and Bottleman a ton, so it just seems right for me to keep talking about these things, just keep going. I'm sure if she were somehow able to hear me, she'd probably want to know what's up with the new September or October releases. She heard me talk about these things thousands of times. I'm sure maybe she knew the word of Beyblade or something. I don't know, but I guess that's kind of stupid. But whatever, just seems like the right thing to do. I guess just keep talking about the things. Just keep being up here to talk about things. It just seems wrong in a way. Like I genuinely did not want to be up here for about a week, or close to it, just because it was just too weird for me to be here. Like, what like there was just always, she was just always in here, always at all times, and also just like back when, because we got her when I was 6, and she's been pretty much the same since. Maybe when she was a kitten she was a little bit different, but I'd say since like 2007, 2008 she's been the same. And obviously, I don't interact with people, like, even if I know the same people or do similar things that I used to do from back then. I don't interact, like, with games, for example, the same way I did when I was 6 years old. I don't interact with people, regardless if I knew the people from back then. I don't interact with them the same way as I was when I was 6 years old, Odie was kind of like the one constant thing that always just was there. That's just kind of how it was, and, yeah, being up here and knowing that she's not in here with me, or at least somewhere else in the house, it just, again, it's just doesn't feel right at all. So, yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to say on the topic. Again, I don't want to get into everything. I think that's just better left private. But yeah, again, I just really felt like I should at least say something about it. And again, I do apologize for how jarring the shift in the video is about to be, because again, I genuinely have no idea how else to do this. But yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to say. And again, just want to keep doing the stuff that I would do, and if somehow Odie's able to hear me from somewhere on the off chance, then you know what, I'm sure she'd want me to be in this room talking about the stuff I'd always talk about. It just seems like something that would that makes sense, I guess. Again, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking completely outside the window at this point. Things I'm saying don't even make sense. Anyway, that's all I want to say for today. Again, next clip I'll be normal again, but for today, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I don't want to really say anything else for today. Alright, it's now Tuesday. a little bit after midnight, so anyway. Again, apologies for this random shift, but just gonna go ahead and continue this weekly blaze as I normally would. Again, I just felt like that was the thing I should do here, but yeah, anyway. I guess I'll start off with, again, it feels a little bit stupid to just get into it, but I guess we'll go into the Beyblade news first up, and then we'll talk about some Bottleman stuff. So as far as Beyblade goes, a lot of stuff has yet to be announced, but we did get kind of not a leak, it was actually just published, I think it was like in the cover of the Kurokoro for the month. I'm not going to show it, obviously, but I think the bay is called Leon Claw. It's another yellow bay, interestingly, but it's a 5-sided bay we were looking for, and yeah, here it is, so cool. So yeah, apparently this is the October starter that we, again, been waiting for. I'm waiting to see what it was. This is it, apparently. So anyway, cool. I don't have much else to say about it. It's kind of just what parts is going to have. The whole double motion thing was the tagline for it. I'm assuming, like, people thought it was like dual spin. It's just gonna say right now, it's not dual spin. There's no shot. They're not doing dual spin this quick, especially before a left spin bay, like a proper one. So I'm assuming it's gonna make a fusion type of bit, or flat sharp, whatever you want to call it, that kind of bit. Yeah, sure, why not? My only hope here is, I'm assuming that's the bit, but my only hope is that the ratchet is new, because we're 6 bays in now, not counting Dronzer, and we still are just using the first 4 ratchets. That's not like a huge deal, it's just like, okay, that's okay, but I think by the 7th one we should really be getting a new ratchet. Preferably, well, actually, no, it has to be something new. Like, I was gonna say maybe something that's like, at least like a new height or a new contact point, but like, no, it has to be one of them. It can't be another mix, because we already have every mix possible, since there's just 2 contact point amounts and 2 heights. So yeah, it has to be something new in that regard. If they want to keep one of the 2 intact and then just have like a new measurement of sorts, sure, like 280 for example. Maybe 5, maybe they'll do 5, I don't know. Like 560 or 580 or something. That's my guess is gonna be 560, and then I don't know all the bits, but I think it'll be like a flat sharp type of thing. Outside of that, we also have the short random booster and the kind of all-in-one set, and the string launcher. String launcher, I guess I'm just curious what color they'll do. I don't care too much about it, but all-in-one set. Curious what base they'll put in. Will they be stock base? Will they be new base? Not new base, but like just stock combos. Will they be like different combos? I don't know. What colors will they do? That's interesting. Also curious to see what the short random booster even is. Now, if there is a prize bay in the short random booster, I will be mad. If there's any new bays, whether it be 1 or 2 in the all-in-one set, I will also be mad. If you want to see someone actually lose their mind, because keep in mind, I'm generally, I think, a relatively calm person. Especially in my videos as well, but like, well, more so in my videos, but, well, I don't know. I think I'm less calm in my videos than I am normally. I think I try to change up my voice a bit so I'm not constantly monotone. I don't do well with it, but I try. But yeah, normally I'm even more calm than that. But if you want to see me lose my mind entirely, in that case, if there is a prize bay in the short random booster, and there's also a new bay or 2 in the all-in-one set, I will lose it, because I quit Beyblade X at that point, because we just got a prize bay. I'm gonna have to buy Shark Edge. I'm not looking forward to buying Shark Edge. I really don't want to, honestly. Like, it looks cool. I mean, I want Shark Edge, so I'm gonna get it, but like, I just don't want to buy it because it's gonna be like what are the odds I'm gonna get this thing for like $50 or less? It's like very low, and it just sucks. Random boosters are not fun. They just aren't. They suck. Also, apparently the rates are bad in Random Booster Volume 1. Apparently it's like, I think Hell Scythe, Wizard Arrow, and Night Shield are all like 1 and 6 as they should be, but then Drawn Sword I think is 1 and 4. And both of the Shark Edges, the recolor and the main prize, are like 1 and 8. Like, why? Just annoying, honestly. Random boosters suck. I don't like them at all. Genuinely, that was the reason to why I wanted Beta to be on a break. Like, I'm fine keeping up with releases to some degree, but like, random boosters were the sole reason to why I was hoping that they take a break. Like I did not want to keep buying them. But I do like to keep up with every release, and yeah, so just something I do, I guess. And so if they have a new bait in the short random booster as well, a month after Random Booster Volume 1, 2 months before Random Booster Volume 2, just another bay like that. Plus, if they do bays in this really expensive stadium set, I'm done. Like, I'm not buying them at the time. I'm actually just gonna. Maybe I'll buy like the short random booster prize, but like the stadium set, I'm not buying that right away. I just won't. I refuse. I really hope they don't do that. It'd be really, really scummy of them to make new bays there. If they do it in one of the two, I'm still going to be mad about that because it just feels like too much at this point. Especially because in November you have a booster and then also two sets, counterpart sets. So if you're doing a short random, like, you see what I mean? It's just too much. Like, okay, if they do, like, the four starters, July, August, you have, like, in terms of mainline releases anyway, August you do a booster, September a random booster, October a starter, a short random booster, a stadium set, November a booster, two sets. You see what I mean? It's too much. It's too much. And throw in December with another like potential entry starter that could be something else, and like a starter, another random booster. Like the short random booster has to just be recolors, and then the all ones it has to be like again just recolors. Like anything else is just scummy in my opinion. I think even if they just do one of the two, it's still bad. So I don't want them to do that. I really, really hope they don't. So just saying right now, I don't know if I'll record anymore before this stuff gets announced, but just saying right now, I will not be in a good mood again if either one has something new in it, and if both of them have it again, I am. Oh boy, that'll be a recording session. But yeah. Anyway, Bottleman, right? So we're getting two new Bottleman products. One got leaked actually. Bot 59 did not. Bot 59 we don't know what it is. Bot 60 did get leaked. Curious what Bot 59 is. My personal guess, I'm just going to get this out of the way now. I think we're going to get Bottle Sphinx G. I think it'll be Deca Tiger recolored to be like Sphinx, plus a new head mold. If they did that for Bottle Phoenix G, I imagine they'll do it again. That was like the only reason to why I thought Deca Tiger might not be remade into Sphinx, but if they're doing the different head molds for remakes, that solves the issue. So anyway. That's my assumption anyway. And now we get to Bot 60. I don't know the name for this thing. Apparently it's Cola. Apparently it's supposed to be Cola something. It's not Colamaru. The abbreviation is CO, not CM. So it should be Colamaru O, Cola O. I don't know. I'm saying O because I think that's King, I believe. So Cola King G, Colamaru King G. I don't know. I'm not gonna keep that name. It's just like a potential name, I guess. But this thing is insane. First up, it costs 5,500 yen, which is like $35, which is unfortunate. I don't think a single Bottleman should cost that much personally, but when you look at the thing, it kind of makes sense. I'd say like 4,000 yen's perfectly fair. 4,500's okay. 5,000 yen I think is pushing it, but I think 5,500 is too much. Dragogina DX is 2,200 yen, man. Like that. Like I know this is crazier than Dragogina somehow, but like it shouldn't be more than double. I don't think. Like 4,500, okay, you could say inflation maybe for the extra 100 yen there, but yeah, I don't like how much this is. Apparently it's also 20 centimeters tall, which is almost 8 inches, I think, which is very tall for a Bottleman. That is weird. Dragogina is what, maybe like 4 or so? I don't know. But like 10 to 15 centimeters, I think, for Dragogina. It's a wide margin, but still, this thing's going to be even taller, which is crazy. But yeah, what does this thing do? It has like giant feet. It has like a tail thing that I think helps stand up. The legs themselves, they shoot caps. They both have vertical caps to be shot, which is just like, man, that is ridiculous. It also has like a pretty large like body with like the core, and then you have like the head's kind of like a Dragogena head where it's like kind of like longer and stuff. Let me actually take a look at the picture. I have it saved. Let me take a look. Alright, yeah. So the body, decent size, head's large. The arms and wings are weird. There's like the Kolomaru arms that are like kind of... They're like ball joint hands, I think, and then there's also like claws above like the inner parts of the wings. The outer part of the wings are very similar to like the Kolomaru wing, like the X wings. But the claws that cover these whole things and these holes are notable because, well, the left one doesn't do anything, but the right one has a small cap shooter as a mini cap shooter. Why? Why not, I guess? So yeah, they're doing that, and then outside of that, there's also the main core itself. It has a built-in magazine. I think it's a 4 cap capacity. It might be 3. It's 3 or 4. I think it's 4. But basically, it shoots big caps. It's just like the big cap rings that it comes with. But I imagine you could probably fill them in if you want to. What is this thing? I'm assuming that they're trying to combine all 4 God caps so far. So like the big caps, but also like the light cap. So it's like mixing the two together. You're just shooting the big cap rings. I think it's meant to be like a mixture of the big caps and the light caps. At least the idea is that the legs shoot vertical caps again. Referring to another one. Then also the last one's like the mini caps, which are represented as well. So yeah, it's kind of also why I think that they're just gonna do like a remake, because again, I just feel like it'd make the most sense. So it doesn't have a new God cap, and you kind of have already God cap represented here. This thing looks insane. It is insane. It's giant. I don't know what they're doing with this thing. It's just wild. And I'm very interested to see the full pictures and like information. I want to talk about that. I really do. So yeah, I'm very, very curious to see what they're going to do with that. And also Bot 59. What is Bot 59? Just a lot of stuff I'm curious about here. I do want to see all these things, so hopefully, probably not later today. It's the 12th? Yeah. Tomorrow, potentially, we'll see something. I'll talk about it, and then, if not, for sure, like, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, I'll definitely have something to talk about. Because League's supposed to come out the 13th. Even if the Battleman stuff doesn't get shown, I'll have the Beyblade stuff at least, so, yeah. We'll definitely have everything in this weekly Blaze, at the very least, which I'm happy about, so... Yeah, anyway, I think that's everything for today. I don't know if we'll come back later, probably not, unless like something just randomly gets announced, but it's what, the 12th? That's too early, I think, so I don't imagine we'll get anything, so... Anyway, I'll probably come back in like a day or two, whenever there's more announced, so... Yeah, anyways, that's, gonna about do it for today, and I didn't forget anything right now. Okay, so yeah, just a lot of really interesting stuff. October will be quite the month for purchases, I guess. So yeah, anyway, see you guys at some point in the future in the next couple days. So yeah. Alright, it's now later on Tuesday. It's like 2 a.m. Wanted to talk about a couple things. First up, just general video stuff for the month, and then also Nintendo Direct stuff. We haven't gotten a direct announcement yet, but I did see something saying that there was probably going to be one. Apparently, like a credible leaker or something said it was going to be this week, so I'll talk about some predictions for that. I'll probably cut the video just in case, because if the leak's wrong, then I'm going to probably delete that clip, just leave it out and redo it next week. But yeah, anyway. I haven't seen any actual leaks or anything, though. I just know that there's apparently supposed to be one, but anyway. So for this month, I do have a few things. Actually, tomorrow I will be getting some stuff. I will actually have a clip. well, the next clip will be potentially the direct stuff if it's correct. If not, then the next clip, like this clip for tomorrow, will just be the next thing you see. But anyway, so I will be getting Slash Valkyrie Goku, the Gold Turbo version, and then also Brave Solomon to complete my Rare Bait Get Battle collection, and also the Black and Gold 1S or 1D chassis for First Uranus, because I always wanted that. I just never had it, so finally I'll have that. So anyway, so I'll be opening up the 1D chassis on this weekly Blaze and show that off, and then also I'll be doing the other videos. Those won't go up right away, but yeah. Today's what, the 12th, so the 12th will be the GIF Jinryu review, which I did a while ago. That was the last video I did before I kind of just stopped doing everything. I guess this weekly Blaze is the first video I'm doing since then, but the first video you'll see is going to be the Slash Valkyrie video, and then yeah. So the Slash Valkyrie video, that'll be the 14th, then the 16th, I'm not doing the Brave Solomon video yet. I'm going to do the discussion video, Beyblade discussion video on the October releases. There's a lot coming out, so that'll be fun, but again, I'll talk more about that later in this week after we actually get the Korokoro stuff. Since I already talked about the actual, kind of news that we know so far, which isn't a lot, but yeah, anyway, so I want to do that first. And the 18th and 20th are weird, so 18th, 20th, I don't know what's going to be going on these days. Might be a video on both days, might only be a video on one of these days. The video for sure that'll come out some point during this time is the Brave Solomon video, but aside from that, Shark Edge. I have ordered Shark Edge. I actually ordered it not too long after I recorded earlier, but yes, I ordered Shark Edge. That was cool. I got it for $45, which I'll take, considering how much people are reselling it for, and also I don't imagine that American sellers are going to sell this thing for under $50. Likely more than 60. I bet it's going to be 70 or 80. I just know they're going to do that, so yeah, I'm not waiting for them. If for some reason they do sell it for cheaper than I think, well, I took the L on that, and I'll know my lesson for Random Booster Volume 2. So yeah, that's kind of how it is, but for now I figured I'll pick up that Shark Edge, hopefully it, goes well, but anyway. So yeah, pick that up, and let's see. So if I order that today, because I did order it through a proxy service, so that'll probably ship out. Really hoping it ships out today. So today's the 12th. If it gets to somewhere, well, I guess it's technically it's the 12th, 11th, 12th, whatever you want to consider it. I mean, it's past midnight by a couple hours, but still, I don't know. I guess it's just in Japan time right now. But anyway, I'm just hoping it gets to the States by the 17th. That's a few days. I know it takes a couple days to get there. I've had some packages take 2 days to get to the warehouse. Others have taken a week, so I genuinely don't know. Also, then it has to pack. That takes anywhere from 1 to 4 days. Then it ships out. The shipping's pretty quick. It took this one package that I'm getting tomorrow, or I guess later today. I think that shipped out the morning of the 11th. So yeah, it was after I recorded yesterday. So a while ago, not a while. It has not been long at all. So it's a day and a half shipping. So if it goes well, let's just say it gets there by I don't know, the 15th, packs by the 17th. It probably gets here for the 19th. I got to upload the video on the 20th. If it goes really quick, I might get here by the 18th, but I'm imagining I don't know, probably won't, but we'll see. Outside of that, though, what else do we got? Birthday stuff. 21st, later in the day, I'll be doing my birthday video, and then the 22nd through the 29th will be the birthday videos, potentially. There might be a day break at some point, if it does happen, maybe, let's just say the 22nd, for example. In that case, 23rd through 30th would be the birthday videos. the reason that there might be a day break is if I get Shark Edge, I'll be uploading it the morning after I get it. So if Shark Edge is not here in time, then that will be a video I upload and push back everything else because I want Shark Edge to go up first. If it comes on my birthday, I'm just going to show it with my birthday stuff and call it a day, I guess. And that'll be that. And then it'll just be part of that video, and then it counts kind of as a birthday video thing, I guess. But anyway. Haven't worked out the video order for those yet, but I'm thinking Beyblade stuff first, probably. So there's what, 8 videos to go up, I think? Yeah. So the first 4, again, I'm not counting Shark Edge here. We'll go 22nd through the 29th. Just forget about Shark Edge for now. 22nd, Red Wizard Arrow. 23rd, Blue Knight Shield. 24th, Start Dash Set. 25th, 3-3 deck set. 26th will be... Haven't really decided yet. I was thinking maybe Lottery Tridents. 27th, Green Victory Valkyrie. 28th, maybe Soul Blaze. And 29th will be the JoJo video, because I'm not as concerned about that one. So yeah, the JoJo one will definitely be up last, but still will be up in September. So yeah, that's everything for the rest of the month. And then for next month, I don't have a schedule. I'll probably talk about that next week, probably, but there is a discussion video I'm going to do. So for next month, for now, I know I'll be doing like the main videos I'll do. Like, we'll have a November news video. I'll be doing probably Beyblade and Bottleman unboxings at some point. And outside of that, Sextavinal review, kind of wild, but we're already at that point. And then also the Achilles ranking video. And then I so far have one additional Beyblade discussion. I want to talk about how Beyblade Burst made me hate gold, like the color gold. Kind of a follow-up, but not follow-up to my color design video from last year. I can't believe it's already been almost a year. That's insane to me. It's been almost 9 months now. I feel like I just made that video like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. This year's been wild in multiple ways, but yeah. So that'll be that, and then let's see. I think that's everything for October right now. Again, next week I'll probably go more in depth with this, but that's all for now. So yeah, that's fun. Should be some pretty cool stuff. Looking forward to doing those videos tomorrow for sure. Will be the first video, like proper videos I'm doing in a little while, so that's weird, but yeah, sure. Why not? So anyway, that potentially might be all for today. I'll go and split the clip now for the direct stuff, but again, if we don't end up getting a direct, then then it'll just be straight up going to the tripod for the black 1D chassis. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. So if the next thing is the direct clip, you know a direct definitely did end up happening. Alright, if this clip is still here, that was like 2 seconds of a gap there, so... As far as the Nintendo Direct goes, what do I think we're going to get, or what do I hope for? As far as Mario stuff goes, I think we'll probably get a Mario Wonder trailer. I'd be shocked, or at least some more on it. I would be shocked if we didn't. I know we just got the whole Wonder Direct recently, but still I'm imagining that they show us a little bit. At least mention it. The Peach game, maybe a little bit on that. I don't imagine we'll get anything else though for Mario. I think that's it. Oh yeah, wait, no, Mario Kart. I don't think they'll drop the entirety of Wave 6, but I think we'll get a pretty decent look at it. At least like a track or two, maybe some characters. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. My hope is for Funky Kong and Diddy Kong. I really want those two to be in, but we'll see. But yeah, anyway. Don't really have any other hopes here. Legend of Zelda, maybe Tears of the Kingdom DLC. That's like all I could really say, unless they do another remake. Which, if they do another remake, please give me a physical release of Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. That would be nice. Metroid, I don't think we'll get anything unless they do Metroid Prime 4. But like at this point, I could say Metroid Prime 4 any day of the week and like for any direct, and it's just like, I'm probably wrong, but if I'm right, like it's not surprising. Like it's been over 6 years at this point since they've announced it, so it really wouldn't be a shock if they did show it. But at the same time, it's just been so long where it's like it'll be hype for sure if they show it, but it's just like not a crazy prediction really at this point. So yeah, probably nothing for Kirby. We think we just got a game earlier in the year. I don't imagine we'll get another Yoshi game yet either. I think I said this last direct, or like around the time, Donkey Kong. I feel like it's about time for another Donkey Kong game. We have the original trilogy, well, Donkey Kong Country, I'm assuming, but if it's the new Donkey Kong Country, we have the original trilogy, then we have what Returns and Tropical Freeze. I guess we would technically have like a modern trilogy in that case. We get another one, hopefully. But I actually could see something like that happening. I feel like we've gotten so many Kirby and Yoshi games. Like I don't know, I would just pair those two with like Donkey Kong in my mind for some reason. Come on, we gotta get another Donkey Kong game. Hopefully we get another country game, that'd be really cool. Or just anything really. Let's see. Earthbound, I don't think we're ever getting Mother 3 translated, so I'm not even hoping for that at this point. But if it does, I really want us to get a Earthbound collection with the whole trilogy. That'd be really cool. Star Fox. I don't think we're getting anything Star Fox related ever again, or at least not for like another decade after Zero happened. F-Zero, I don't imagine we're getting anything F-Zero related. I think the franchise is just dead at this point. I guess it's been long enough where maybe they could revive it, but I don't think they will. It would be cool though, but probably not. Fire Emblem, we just got a game earlier in the year, right? Okay, probably nothing for Fire Emblem. Probably nothing for Xenoblade either. Just knock those two out. Pokemon, maybe like a DLC trailer, or just kind of saying the first part's out or something. I could see that happening. What else is there? There's Animal Crossing or Pikmin. Probably nothing. Oh yeah, Switch Sports. Are we ever going to get more for that? I remember there's supposed to be more games. Or they just abandoned that, or what? Maybe something on Switch Sports. It's been a while. It makes sense if they did like a DLC announcement. Hopefully it's not an expansion pass. I hope it's just free DLC because right now the game just feels extremely lackluster. I think they should really do free DLC for it, but again, I don't know. I could definitely see something on Switch Sports actually happening. Aside from that, what, like Ring Fit? Probably not. ARMS. ARMS, as much as I want ARMS 2, I doubt it. I don't think there's anything else really important aside from the two I've been saving that I would care about. No. Okay. So Splatoon, I don't think side order is coming out anytime soon. I feel like it's not coming out till like spring at this point, like March. But I could maybe see them giving us a side order trailer. Maybe a more proper gameplay one. Maybe for luck it comes out in December, I don't know, but I think that a side order trailer is pretty likely. They did, announce it February. Nothing on it in June, so I think by now they might want to at least show us something. Maybe give us a date or at least a general idea when it comes out, like, I don't know, spring 2024 or something. That'd be a nice anything, like just something to tell us it's like, yeah, it's still coming. Outside of that, though, the last thing is Smash. Will there be more Smash stuff? It has been like 2 years now, so, or at least close, like just about. Could there be Smash news at this point? I honestly think it's possible. Seeing as Corrin and Bayonetta came out in Smash 4 in February 2016, and then the next direct in March 2018, we did get Smash Ultimate announced. So at this point, obviously Sora coming out in October 2021, it's September 2023 now, kind of closer to that two-year mark, just based on where the directs pair and stuff. I could see them doing that. I don't know if we'll get a Smash 6 announcement. I kind of doubt that, but maybe like a Smash expansion pass I could see. Like, it doesn't have to be characters even. Like, maybe, well, probably characters, but like, it doesn't have to just be characters is what I'm trying to get at. Maybe like more World of Light, maybe more costumes, maybe even more alternates or more Echo fighters would be cool. Probably a few fighters, but kind of think something like that is actually possible at this point. I think I feel like it was in like February of 2022 when we were getting a direct back then. I feel like I said something like this where I was like, I wouldn't expect anything Smash related for like 2 years at least. And I think I said like, maybe like the February 2024 direct, maybe September 2023. I feel like I said something like that like back then. And well, somehow we're already at that time. So yeah, I don't know. Those are my kind of just predictions, I guess, for the ride. Not even predictions really, just kind of like what I'd want to see. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else I wouldn't really care too much about. So that's kind of everything I want to mention, I think, for the direct. And yeah, if there's anything else I think of for that, or whatever else for Beyblade or Battleman that I think of, I'll mention it. But I think that's it for now. And the next clip will be, of course, again, assuming this clip even exists right now, because I don't know if I'm deleting this clip or not. But I guess if it's in the Weekly Blaze, I could just say whatever, since it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the next clip should be the Black 1D chassis, and then after that, the clips after those should be either direct stuff or Koro stuff, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, alright, I guess we'll go to that. I guess we'll wait and see if this clip makes into the video. That'd be something if it doesn't, but I hope it does. I do want to direct this week. What day will it be, though? It's what, Tuesday the 12th in the morning. Okay. Wednesday or Thursday? What will it be? 13th or 14th? I feel like they did the 13th last year. Maybe the 13th again. I don't know. Maybe the 14th, but I'm hoping that, maybe in the morning they'll announce it for Wednesday. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, that's all for this clip. So anyway, yeah. Let's go ahead and open up the Black 1D chassis and actually have a properly complete first Uranus layer. I guess that's one weird thing is like my collection technically hasn't been complete in that regard because like I didn't have the proper layer. I've had first Uranus for almost 3 years now. That's painful to say that it was that long ago, but yeah. Yeah, I just never had the proper chassis for it, so let's go ahead and get that, which will be very, very cool. So yeah. Alright, it's now Tuesday, still at 9:30 a.m. I have not slept yet. I just got stuff in the mail. These are the two Rare Bagget Battle Bays. And this. So this should be... yeah. Black and Gold 1D. Been waiting ages for this thing. eBay sellers were selling it for like 20 bucks, and I'm like, I'm not paying that. And I got this on Yahoo Auction, just added to my order for $2. Because Japan is way better to buy from. Because they don't mark things up hilariously. US sellers are a joke. Anyway. There it is. Put that together. And there you go, the Black and Gold 1D. It looks not impressive, but completes my first Uranus layer. Grab the parts as well, just for the sake of it. There you go. First Uranus Wheel Mobius 1 defense. The right way with the gold. Actually very happy to have this. Just nice to have. And we're going to go and do the videos for the other two. They won't be very long videos, but I just want to do them for fun. And yeah, anyways, I'll be back next time that there is anything announced, whether it be Nintendo Direct related or Korokoros, yeah. See you in one of those clips. Alright, it is now Tuesday at 11:45 p.m. I guess I'm just recording a lot on Tuesday. So we did get a little bit of Beyblade news. I guess before we get into that, there was not a Nintendo Direct announcement today. I don't think they do them on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, which is, by the way, really stupid. Why don't they do them during the week? That'd make the most sense. That's when everyone's home. People are working when they air them usually, so just saying. I just want to get that out of the way. But I feel like they usually don't do Thursday Direct. I think maybe the Mario Wonder one was a Thursday Direct though, so maybe. But I feel like at this point, I'd be a little bit surprised if they do announce it. So I think I'm gonna end up deleting that clip I made earlier. It wasn't like crazy or anything. It was just literally just talking about direct predictions. I could redo that easily next week or whenever the next direct is. So anyway, there was some Beyblade news though. A image surfaced of Leon Claw. I think it's the name. I'm sticking with that till proven otherwise. So the combo is Leon Claw 560p. So Leon Claw, nothing new. Has like kind of a yellow look to it, which is cool. The bit is P. I'm assuming it's gonna be point. So Leon Claw 560 point. Based on that name, I think it'll be point because I think it'll be referring to like a point on the driver. Not driver, the bit, which is like the bottom little bump that's gonna be like the fusion or flat sharp type of thing. So yeah, it looks red as well. So unless it's like rubber or something, that'd be crazy. But I don't think so. I think it's literally just red, which is weird. So we have the yellow on the blade, red bit, and then a black ratchet. Interesting. Anyway, the ratchet is 560. So we are getting another. This is what I was talking about, I think, yesterday, or I guess technically today, whatever. Whenever I was talking about this, I said one of the numbers has to be new. I kind of figured that they wouldn't go completely new, so it is still the height of 60, but it has 5 points. It looks a lot different as well. It doesn't look like the same shape. It's not like the 3 or 4s that we had so far, where it's like the same contact points. It's just there's 3 or 4 of them. It looks like a different shape, so it's not like the same, just 5 of them. So interesting. Wonder if we'll get maybe some more dynamic ratchets eventually, or maybe they'll have like a letter in front of the ratchet to kind of like how tracks were, like you'd have like 105, and then they did those, and like you get something like W105. So maybe something like that. But yeah, just very, very happy to see a new ratchet. We don't have full images yet, but since today is Tuesday, the 12th, tomorrow is Wednesday the 13th, and that's important because the 13th is generally the leak day. Sometimes they leak very early morning hours, and I might actually see them before I go to bed. If it's like still like kind of in that weird zone of like nighttime, morning area where it's like 4 or 5 a.m., I'll come back up in a few hours to do that, but if not, I'll do it tomorrow night. Because yeah, I'm sure we'll get leaks. So I guess place your bets. Well, okay, not really, because this is not live. So for the weekly plays, though, yeah, I guess it doesn't work. But let me know if you had any predictions, I guess. But so for me, placing my final bets right now. So Beyblade, obviously, Leon Claw, 560 point. That's my guess on the name. I think point will be a flat sharp type of bit. I don't think that's controversial. Yeah. The short random booster. I actually think that there's going to be 4 pulls here, and I think it will be the original 4 bays. I just think it'll be the original 4. Maybe like themed a certain color. Maybe like all of them are like gold or something. I don't know, or maybe something like that, or just like special color versions. I don't know. I'm very interested in the short random booster. So maybe that, or maybe they just do 6 where it's like the same combos or similar combos, like the random booster rally one's just recolored, more shark edge colors, I guess, potentially. I don't know. I'm really lost on that one, honestly. I have zero clue what they're doing for that. Then we of course have The string launcher. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the short random booster could always have a prize in here, but hope not. I can also see them doing like Trigger or Drasil as a prize. I hope they don't. They might, but we'll see. String launcher. I think it'll be white with like a little bit of black. Could be inverted, but I think it'll be that. And the all-in-one set, entry set, whatever I'm going to call it. I think this will have 2 launchers, probably one red, one blue or something. I think it'll be a red drawn sword and a blue hell scythe, and then also a stadium extreme line. I think they'll do white with a clear stadium. That sounds like something that they would do. Maybe they'll do blue. I think I'm gonna go with white though. Blue I think is like the second most likely, but I'm saying white. So that's my prediction. Those are my predictions for that. So we'll see if I'm right or not. So 4 bays in the short random booster, just recolors the original 4. An entry set that very much mimics the original Versus set, like the VS Battle set from the start of Burst, and primarily white string launcher, and Leon Kala has the bits named Point, which is like a flat sharp. Okay, there you go. For Bottleman, my predictions, for Bot 59, I'm going to say it, Bottle Sphinx G. Unfortunately, I think that's what they're going to pull here. Not looking forward to it, but I think that's what they're going to do. I think it will probably have a vertical cap as well, but I can see them potentially maybe, well, not potentially, likely making a new headpiece for it. Because it'll be based on Deca V Tiger G, and I don't think that head works for Sphinx, so new head. Aside from that, yeah, just a Sphinx remake. Bot 60, my prediction on the name is going to be Cola OG. Like Cola King G effectively is the name, but yeah, Cola OG. I think that makes sense. I think this will be an idea where it's like a fake Kolomaru or something, I don't know, but yeah, I still kind of think that it won't be Kolomaru. I think it'll be a Cola OG. I think that just makes the most sense, personally. Yeah, so I think that's everything for that. Already seen the leaks, so we don't need to know more. All you know is like, yeah, it has like the 4, well, it's like giant, but it has like the 4 different triggers. The legs shoot caps. Each one has a vertical cap inside. Core magazine, well, built-in magazine, has like 3 or 4 big cap rings, and like the hand has like can shoot like the small caps. So yeah, there you go. Locking in my final predictions for tomorrow. That's that. So anyway, last thing I want to talk about is, yeah, I did get all of those. I got those 2 layers out. Well, actually, first let's actually grab over here. There it is. Let me fix the focus. I cannot fix the focus, can I? Hold on. There we go. First Uranus with the proper chassis, finally, after like almost 3 years, which is just funny, but yeah, alright, and then over here, I need a dust, but alright. For now, I'm just displaying them like this. All 7 of the rare Baguette Battle Bays. So this is weird, so there's a lot more here too. Like, a lot of stuff back there, but also my lottery Spriggan right there, but anyway. I feel like that looks like such an insane setup right there. Like all of the rare bays I have, like the Spriggan, the rare Baguette Battle stuff, everything else. Based on like Japanese market prices, that is a still pretty crazy collection actually for of rare stuff, but especially like the God Premium set, Shadow Materios, Gold Spriggan Requiem, some of the other like the front row bays, like the first 4 there, you know, the Death Scythe there, the Ragnarok, Ashura, Spriggan, yeah. Dual Eclipse kind of, then yeah, the Rare Big Battle stuff. That's a pretty crazy one, but it's funny because in Japanese, in the Japanese market, yeah, it's crazy, but like in like the American market, that is absolutely insane having all of these things. That's why I don't really use eBay or like a lot of the American sites anymore for rare stuff. I generally will stick to Zen Markets and the places they have like primarily Yahoo Auction or Mercari. They're just better. Like they're so much better. Like everything here is cheaper in Japan, so yeah, it's way nicer. But I guess to focus on like the rare big battle stuff. Um, Again, in a Japanese marketplace, I think having all seven of them, it's actually pretty impressive. I think. I guess right now, like Shining Amaterios, Orichalcum, Balder, and then Slash Valkyrie Goku, they're not actually that rare right now at all. Those four are not hard to get. Amaterios, the original, is kind of rare, and then also, Brave Solomon, Diamond Perseus, decently rare. So having all seven of them, yeah, that's impressive. But again, based on like the American markets, having all seven of these is like insane. Like, especially if you're like, because a lot of people are not as hardcore in Beyblade, and they don't get rare stuff outside of maybe like the some of the WBBA store exclusive boosters, and maybe like the Stray Korokoro release. But like Korokoro, like a mail order, not like a lottery bay. But yeah. So for them, I feel like Rare Bay Get Battle stuff, and I was like this for a long time too. Rare Bay Get Battle stuff seems like the craziest, like above, World Hobby Fair stuff, WBA exclusives, Korokoro mail order stuff, G4 prizes, I think, did I say G4 prizes or World Hobby Fair exclusives? I said one of the two. But yeah, all four of those. Like, Rare Bay Get Battle bays were always like the most insane. I feel like a lot of people still think that. So having all seven of them and showing those kinds of people, they think it's like the craziest collection ever. Like having all seven of them, but really it's not actually that crazy. Like overall, like the Spriggan I have, like the Flame Axe version lottery bay. That's probably not worth more than all of them combined. Well, maybe right now in the Japanese markets because four of them are cheap. But it's not that crazy. But it's still like individually it's crazier than all of them easily. And it gets crazier if you go into some of my cases over there. I have a silver and purple Mercury Anubis and or like the black and red Hellcarbix, the gold Soul Blaze, a red and black Big Bang Pegasus. Like there's some expensive bays in there that I have. So like I think the Anubis and Kerbix blow out everything. They might individually each be worth more than everything over here. So yeah, that's funny. So there's definitely some rare stuff over there. But yeah, I think the Rare Bay Get Battle stuff is just kind of easy to like digest and be like, oh yes, these are the rare bays that I'm not gonna get, and I think that's like fair. Because I know people were like saying it was like really crazy to have all of them, and I'm like, yeah, it is, but also just isn't. Like it's not that crazy. They're cool though for sure, but yeah, I don't think they're actually nearly as crazy as some people might think that they are. I was want to talk about that because I thought it was interesting, but let me adjust my focus. But yeah, here it is. Slash Valkyrie Goku. I was probably going to skip this one over anything, but I got it for $30 sealed, so I'm like, why wouldn't I get that, I had a chance to buy this for $70 like a year ago or a year and a half ago. Passed it up. I was mad that I passed it up, but now I'm not. And then Brave Solomon, One Defense. This was not sealed, actually. It was mint condition. It was never used. It was just like the guy said he had it on display and never used it, but he did open it. But he was selling it for $20, so like why wouldn't I buy that, Because like Rare Bay Get Battle stuff, I wasn't obsessed with getting all of them. Actually, originally I was only getting the four bays, like Amaterios, Balder, Orichalcum, Shining Amaterios. I didn't care about the other three really. Like it would have been nice to get them eventually for a decent price, but I wasn't crazy about them. Then, May of last year, I got Dynamite Perseus, and ever since then, I was like, I have to get Slash Valkyrie Goku and Brave Solomon at some point. And so I finally did, after I got a good deal on them. I was trying to see if maybe I could find Slash Valkyrie for 70 again to pick it up, and I was going to maybe get Solomon for like Christmas or something for like $100. So that, yeah, no, I got them both for 50, which is insane. Still can't believe I got them for that cheap. That's just wild. Like the fact that they were being sold for that little. So yeah, fun stuff. Very glad to have all of those. It's just nice to have all 7 of them. I know there's like Metal Bearing Drift and like the Ohaz Sutra or whatever collab of Divine Belial. I don't really think those count as Herbig Battle Bays. They're kind of like a similar to Dynamite Perseus, because Dynamite Perseus was considered a Herbig Battle Bay, but also kind of wasn't. I think those two are kind of like the other half in a way, and I don't think those really count, especially just in appearance and everything. They don't count in my opinion. Will I get them eventually? Maybe, but I'm not planning on it right now. So I'll take these for now. They are very, very cool to have. I am glad to have all of them. Very crazy to have all of them, actually, so. Yeah, fun stuff. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. Finally. So, yeah, I'll come back eventually to talk about some of the stuff that has been leaked, and eventually maybe official pictures if needed. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very long McCoodlays, by the way. Just saying right now. Will this be the longest one ever? Doubt it, but it's going to be pretty long. So anyways, that's all for today. I will come back with actual news. So again, place your bets, and I place mine. So I guess yeah, let's see what we get for news. Alright, it's now Wednesday at about 11 p.m. This is gonna be a long week Blaze, for sure. Will it beat out the 2-hour 20-minute one? I doubt it, but I think last year the September news kind of week was like an hour 45 minutes. This will probably be kind of similar to that, I assume. So anyway, have a bit to talk about today. Not as much today, but still some. And then I think tomorrow will be the last big day. Then I might just end the recording there. Well, I might have like another clip after, but like I might just kind of be done with talking about a lot of stuff after that point. So first up, actually to my surprise, Nintendo Direct did get announced. I actually thought that they were not going to announce it on a Wednesday. I figured it was too late, but no. They did. It's happening Thursday at 9 a.m. I guess that means I'm staying up for it. And then I think around 10 a.m. So like 20 minutes after the Direct, I'll still be awake at that point. Because after the Direct, I'm probably going to go like upstairs within a few minutes, get ready for bed and whatnot. And by the time I'm in bed, it'll probably be a little after 10, and that is, again, it's after midnight in Japan. Sites should have updated. Official pictures for Beyblade and Bottlemen should be out. And then tomorrow night, I will come back and talk about all of the Beyblade and Bottlemen stuff, and also Direct stuff properly. So it'll be fun. But for today, I do have some Beyblade news in particular. No Bottlemen, because apparently people just do not bother to leak Bottlemen, unfortunately. I also just wanted to mention, like, yeah, the Direct stuff was a thing there. And, yeah, anyway, so for Beyblade, there is going to be something to talk about. So first up, no real updates on the string launcher. It's just coming. That's fine. Also, we do have more on Leon Claw. So Leon Claw 560p. I think I already mentioned this yesterday. We got an actual image of it, like a proper unleaked image of it, like an official one. They randomly just dropped this one. I don't know why, but sure. It looks pretty cool. I like how it looks. I definitely like how it looks. It's a pretty nice bay. 560, cool. Apparently P is supposed to be a fusion type of thing. Kind of sucks, honestly. Like, I know I was talking about it was probably going to be that, but it does kind of suck, because, like, it's our first starter that isn't one of the, like, first wave starters. I don't know, I feel like getting a fusion type of bit just kind of sucks, so. This doesn't feel like a great starter release to me. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind when I have it in hand. I might just be being overly critical because I don't really like those types of tips. So it is what it is, though. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, also the launcher looked like it was white. It might be white and black. I think the launcher color is different on this thing. Anyway, moving on to the next thing, which is the entry set, or all-in-one set, whatever you want to call it. Apparently has a black stadium with a lime green extreme line, so basically the same one that we got in the regular release for the stadium. But yeah, black stadium. I did not see that coming. I thought it was going to be another clear one with white. I was wrong on that, but I was right on everything else, I think. Well, not right on everything, but I was like close enough. It is 2 recolored bays and 2 launchers. I think I actually said that they were going to be red and blue light launchers. They are. 2 bays, there's going to be a red drone sword and a blue wizard arrow. Sure, why not? I actually wanted both of these colors, so I won't be getting this set right away, but I will get it probably for Christmas. As far as the string launcher goes, I will pass that one up, and then Leon Call I will be getting right away. So, yeah, this set looks pretty alright. It's definitely just kind of one of those weird sets where it's like, yeah, they're not for everyone, but I'm not going to complain too much about this one. As long as it's not like another BU all-in-one set thing. Drawn Sword in here, I think I might have said Drawn Sword, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's not too bad, though. I guess it's like, it is Drawn Sword, so sure. But, I don't know if these are going to be stock bays, or if they're going to be, like, different, combos. Like, I could potentially see them doing something like, I don't know, Drawn Sword at a 380 low flat and like Wizard Arrow 460 high needle, something like that. I could see them doing something like that. We'll see. But for now, it's just what I said. I don't know the parts. I just know the blades, the launchers, the stadium. Again, okay enough set. Then we get to the fun one, which is the short random booster. Hold on, yeah. Let me tell you about this one. Okay, so I was wrong. There are not 4 pulls. There are 3 pulls. But there is a new bay in here. Okay. Let's talk about the positives first. First up, this again only has 3 pulls. That's nice. And the new blade is called the Viper Tail, which does look really cool. But like Viper Tail, all 3 of the pulls actually are Viper Tail. Did not see that coming, actually. If they had a new bay, I thought it was going to make a 1 in 3, 1 in 4 type of deal. I was not anticipating like, all 3 having the prize blade. That was a shock to me. As far as the combos go, 2 of them are random combos, like Viper Tail 480... Oh, no, that's wrong. Viper Tail 460 flat, and Viper Tail 380 needle, so the Cobalt Drake and Night Shield combos right there. After that, we have the main one, which is going to be Viper Tail 580O. So we are getting a new bit and a new ratchet here. I did not see that coming at all, so it is still another, so we do have a new ratchet here. It's 580, but it seems like we're just getting another 80 height, just adapting 5 as well. So we're getting 560 and 580 in October. New contact point amount, but still no new heights, which is weird, but sure. So yeah, 580. Cool to get a new ratchet regardless. And then also the O bits. My guess is orb. I think I said for P it was point, so my guesses are Leon Claw 560 point and Viper Tail 580 orb. So we'll see. Regardless, Viper Tail, the main combo, looks really, really cool. I like how it looks a lot. And as far as the short random booster goes, I think that having 3 pulls where you're confirmed to get the main blade is just like the random combo, and then like you have 1 main combo. I actually like this compromise. I hate random boosters. I think this is a good compromise from a random booster to a regular like booster release. That's all I can say positively, because that argument of the random booster stuff only works if other random boosters don't exist. Like if random boosters were literally just like this, that's a decent compromise. But the problem is we already have random boosters. Why release these as well? We don't need them. So yeah, I'm just mad that this is even a product. Like, just release Viper Tail as a booster. Just throw it as a booster. Throw it as a starter. I don't care. Why did it have to be this garbage? I hope sellers don't put this up for too much. I'm hoping for like 30, $35, honestly. Any more than that, I'm not sure I'm buying it day one. I'll have to wait and see. I don't like short random. I don't like random boosters at all. I really, really hope that this is not a common thing. If short random boosters are maybe like an annual October thing or November thing where it's like, okay, getting closer to the end of the year, Christmas time, they want to throw these out, I'll shut my mouth and deal with that. But if this is going to be a mainstay product, where we're keeping the same random booster schedule and then these are just thrown in between, I'm not going to be happy. That will be... Will that be a nail in the coffin for me quitting Beyblade X? Potentially, honestly. Like, if like every other release is just going to be random, I'm not dealing with that. Like, I'm just not. Like, that's not happening. I'm done at that point. Like, with Beyblade Burst, having like 4 or 5 random boosters a year was already frustrating and really destroyed my interest in Beyblade for a while. I feel like during Beyblade Burst God, I really started to lose interest because of random boosters, and then my interest never really recovered till mid-Sparking because it just had been so long at that point. So yeah, that might be the nail in the coffin if they start doing this crap, because I don't want that to happen. So yeah, we'll see. In the video, when I do the discussion, I'm debating on how I want to kind of talk about the short random booster. Do I want to really just kind of take a more, I don't want to say neutral stance, but like kind of take a more, I guess, disappointed stance, give my reasons to why I think it's not good, or do I just want to go full in just roasting them? I kind of want to do the latter, because I feel like it's just such a garbage move on their part. Like, I really just want to fire back at them for it, rather than just being calm. I feel like it'd just be more entertaining that way as well, so... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go all in on them, because it's a really garbage move that they're doing. It's like, this should have been a booster or starter release. They clearly are trying to milk this to get as much money as they can out of this Bay. Because they just think they can, so yeah. So yeah, I will be buying this thing at some point. I don't know when that'll be, if it'll be at this, like, right when it comes out, or maybe Christmas time. I don't know which it'll be. Really depends on how much resellers put them up for. I'm definitely not buying these direct, because I think if you buy them direct, they already have to be like random, so they're not confirmed anyway. So if I'm buying from a reseller, at that point it's like, alright, the product was already bought. I'm not directly supporting TT that way. I don't want to directly support them for this. If the product was already bought, the sellers are going to be buying these anyway. I might as well grab them. I just would refuse to support Takara in a fully direct manner for this. So yeah. But yeah, I think so overall October releases I think are looking decent. Leon Claw's pretty cool. The set, the set's looking alright. String Launcher release is nice. But Leon Claw itself, not Leon Claw. But yeah, Viper Tail, really cool looking Bay, and I think just on that note, it's like October's looking really good, but that product, just the way it's being released, really is upsetting. I don't like that at all. So that said, I think that's all for now. I will come back to talk more about, again, the direct stuff, obviously, and the bottom end stuff tomorrow, but I'll also probably give the final word on the Beyblade stuff, and any extra stuff, because I think for now we pretty much have all of it. It's basically just waiting on the part names, as well as like some combos, I think, for like the set. And if there's anything else in particular, like, I guess we don't really know what the O bit does yet, so waiting on that as well. That's probably gonna be about it for today, though. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here, and yeah, we'll have some fun stuff for tomorrow at least, and that'll probably be the longest clip, and then probably should be about it for this week. So yeah, that's all for now. Alright, it's now Thursday. at like 11:30 p.m. Before we get anything else, I'm just gonna say sorry if I'm like tired or don't like, or if I get like anything like a little off when I'm talking. Yeah, I did not sleep well. I slept. Let's see, Monday night. I was trying to not sleep as late, and then that didn't go well because then, of course, Direct got announced. So then Tuesday night I tried to sleep more, but it didn't go well. And yeah, Wednesday night into today, yeah, I didn't. Well, I didn't fall asleep till like 1 p.m. So, and I woke up at like 6 p.m., which 5 hours of sleep not a big deal normally. You can get past that, but you already haven't been sleeping well for a few days. It doesn't help. So anyway, first up, Bottleman. Um, okay, so Bottle Sphinx G is bot 59, like I said it was gonna be. I think this one was a pretty obvious choice, though I don't think this was a surprise. Like, I know I called it back, I think in like July, but like it's not a surprising one. I'm kind of mixing this one. So first up, they did change the headpiece a bit. It's the same base headpiece as Deca V Tiger G, but the little like earpieces that go in, they slot into the sides of the head. Those are changed for horns. So yeah, it's a bit different. I thought they'd do a fully new head mold, but I guess that works. So nothing really to complain about there. They at least made new pieces, so I'm trying to get at to make sure that the head looked right. Outside of that though, let's see. Yeah, I think that's everything for the baseball one. The main difference is that it actually has its own cap. It does not come with a vertical cap. It comes with I believe they are called curve caps. Curve caps, they are fully enclosed like vertical caps, but the one side's normal, the other side is black rubber, so yeah. Um, I assume these caps will be terrible. Well, actually, maybe they'll be okay if you use them like horizontally, but vertically they'll be probably pretty awful. But it's a remake, so it's more for like the collector's value anyway. So I'm not as upset about that. And also, hey, it has its own unique god cap, which is actually kind of surprising. Um, so yeah, I think for the remake, I think it's not bad. I'm definitely mixing this one because on one hand, it is our ninth remake and also our eighth remake in the past like year, 10 months even. So it does kind of suck, but at the same time, I think as a remake, this is probably the one that has the most effort put in. Yeah, it doesn't have a full unique head like Bottle Phoenix G, but has a the partially unique head like Bottle Wyvern G, and then also or even like Cobalt Bottle G, but also has its own cap. So like, I think a performance difference, obviously with a new cap, is better than just a new headpiece. That's just aesthetic, pretty much. So yeah, I think overall it's looking pretty good. So anyway, Bot 60 is called Cola OG. This is one of the names I predicted. Actually, the one that I thought it was gonna be. I said Cola Mario OG or Cola OG, but I was leaning more towards Cola OG. I was right. It is Cola OG. I don't think there's really anything else in particular to note about this thing. I think like the bottom part, like the tail holds like caps, I guess. I think there might be some kind of rubber part on the bottom or something to hold it up. I don't know, but it just looks pretty yeah, pretty normal. No, not normal, but I guess we already knew what it was, so it's nothing really too insane in that regard. Like yeah, we already knew that it shoots, the the big cap rings, although it is three of them. I said three or four. It's three of them. Um, Two vertical, cores on the legs, and then also the mini cap launcher, small cap launcher, whatever you want to call it. Slots into either hand, but if you get two of them, you can slot another one in. Or the Kokoribo G piece actually slots in as well, which is pretty crazy actually. So you can slot that in. Um, and yeah, it is also customizable. Those legs, they I think are just normal legs. The same with the arms, the head, the core. It can support other stuff as well. So you can definitely do some interesting stuff here. It's pretty cool, I guess. So yeah, there is a decent bit of extra stuff with this guy. Next up, a Beyblade. So the string launcher is black. Okay, cool. I said probably white or black. I think I was leaning towards white though. The entry set. Yes, it's called the entry set, not the all-in-one set. It looks like the Drawn Sword and Wizard Arrow are stock combos. So cool. Nothing else really particular to note about that thing. Oh yeah, I believe that the random booster was called like the Random Booster Viper Tail Select, something like that. I believe the one that I said had the Night Shield combo was not correct. I think it was I said 380 needle. I think it's 380 high needle, so it's high needle instead of needle. It's interesting. 460 flat I think is still the case, unless if I somehow missed that and it was supposed to be low flat, but I don't think it is. I don't think there's anything else about Viper Tail unless... Oh yeah, I can also confirm that I was right on the name of Orb, but for the bit, so yeah. Leon Claw? Yeah, it is not Leon Claw, it's Leon Claw. So Leon Claw, nothing really to know about the Blade or Ratchet. The bit I was right on as well, the bit's called Point. You guess Beyblade stuff I was pretty correct on, actually, for the most part. I guess I got a couple things wrong, but yeah. Anyway. Last thing, and then after this clip, I'm probably going to maybe end this off like in like a 1 or 2 minute clip after this. Maybe if I have anything else I need to do, fix, I'll fix it. But yeah, Nintendo Direct. I will say I was kind of not paying attention to half this Direct because I was thinking about something else that happened at the start of the Direct. I watched things when I was interested, but I definitely was not paying attention to a lot of stuff. I feel like this Direct was very mixed. Like everything that they had that I liked was like pretty cool. But everything else that like was usually something, I'd kind of vary in terms of how much I care about it to not at all to maybe like, yeah, this is kind of cool, but I probably won't play it. I just could not care less about all that other stuff. So yeah. First up, I guess we'll get F-Zero 99 out of the way. F-Zero 99. It's apparently the original F-Zero, but it's now a 99 game where, it's a 99-person battle royale, so cool. Not the F-Zero revival I would have hoped for, but it is something new F-Zero related, so... I mean, we'll take anything that's new for F-Zero, I guess, so sure. Next up is, of course, going to be the Mario stuff. So there's a lot of Mario stuff. We got a little bit more on Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon HD. For some reason, it's not coming out until next year, which is very odd, but I guess we already have a lot of stuff coming out this year, so sure. A little more on Mario RPG. Cool. A little bit more on the Peach game. I think there was a name, but I was still in shock of something else, so I didn't really pay attention to the name. The gameplay actually looks pretty solid, though, so it's a decent looking game for sure. And also, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is getting a remake, which is very crazy. So we're getting that and Mario RPG. Pretty wild, yeah. The thing I cared most about was Mario Kart. I believe the course they showed was it Daisy Circuit? I swear we already had Daisy Circuit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was something else, but I swear it was... Now I need to check. For some reason, I think we already have Daisy Circuit, so that wouldn't make sense, but do we not have it? And I'm just making that up? I could be. Mario Kart Wave 6. I know all the characters they announced, but I don't remember... Yeah, no, it is Daisy Circuit. Why did I could have swore we had Daisy Circuit already. Did we apparently not? I guess not. Why? I don't know why. I already thought we did have it. Well, whatever. Anyway. We also got character announcements. Everyone was saying there was 2. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's actually going to be 8 in the wave. Now, they showed off 4 of them. But here's the thing. I believe in order to fill up like all of the rows, I feel like they would need more characters, because I think that otherwise it's like not an even amount. They could always just have it awkward and be like, maybe one row is like on the bottom or something, for example, is like centered, but it's like small. But I don't know, maybe we'll get a lot of new characters. I think that they could definitely do that. But for now, 4 characters, which again was surprising. Everyone said 2, so As far as the characters go, one of them was probably the most out of left field, which was Peachette. I mean, sure, why not, I guess. I think we got all the other characters that we would have wanted. Well, mainly the three that people were debating about. People were always just saying it's going to be two of the three, but yeah, Peachette, why not? Then there was Pauline. Pauline was one of the characters that people said was going to get in. I personally did not want Pauline if we were getting two characters. But yeah, if we're getting four, yeah, she should be in the game for sure. Next up was Diddy. I mean, this was the one that I think most people were saying was going to get in. It was basically Diddy and then either Pauline and another character. But yeah, Diddy's in, so good, finally. And then my number one pick, he is in the game again. Funky Kong. Funky Kong's actually in the game. I'm very, very excited that Funky Kong's back. It's been forever, so. Yeah, my hopes for Diddy and Funky. A lot of people were saying Diddy and Pauline. But yeah, we got both those options, I guess. So all three of them, plus Peachette, and potentially more if they do go that route. I could see them going that route, so. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, Mario Kart DLC's looking pretty good here. Next up, Amiibo. So they did show off the Zelda and Ganondorf Amiibo again for Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, sure, why not? Also a couple, I think 2 Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Amiibo, which is neat, I guess. And then also, they announced one new Amiibo. They did it. The Sora Amiibo finally got announced. You don't know how long I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting so long for a Sora Amiibo announcement because, man, listen, okay. I gotta tell the story in case anyone doesn't know. So, in 2014, I started collecting Amiibo. Well, I'm only gonna talk about like Smash stuff here, but yeah, I started collecting Amiibo, but yeah, Smash Land, of course. Only thing out in 2014. I kept going, 2015. I remember in April I finally completed all 3 of the waves out of the time. Was hyped. I was able to complete, everything from there on out. Wave 4, I was like in the hunt, pre-order hunting for like 2 months. Got all those by early June. And after that, I did pretty well. Got everything pretty much as it came out. And, yeah, in July, or no, it actually took till August, not July. August 2017, I finished the Smash 4 line. And then in December of 2018, the Ultimate line started. And I remember I was partially keeping up with it. I did miss out on a couple things over time, though, until 2019 as well. But then for Christmas, I got all the... Well, I mostly kept up with it, but like by Christmas, I got the few I was missing. And then January 2020, we got the final base game characters. So we had all the base game characters plus Piranha Plant at this point. Already almost 4 years at this point, somehow. God, that was already almost 4 years ago. Sorry, I sometimes get thrown off by time. It doesn't make sense. But anyway. So, let me, I was like, okay, cool, let me get the DLC ones, and then, it took a while for that, so, we got in, October 2020 is when we got the first 2 of Fighters Pass 1, and then we got the rest in March of 2021, had everything by April, for Fighters Pass 1, then it was Fighters Pass 2, and I'm like, okay, can we get them all by like 2022? They didn't start till 2020. They didn't start till April 2022 with Min Min, and then in September for Steve and Alex, and then we didn't get anything else till 2023, which was January with Sephiroth and Kazuya, and then July for Pyra/Mythra, and then the only one left was Sora. I have every single other amiibo. I have all of them. Been getting all of them. It's just Sora. Really hoping they say 2024, they mean like January, February or something, that'd be great. But yeah, regardless, Sora is now confirmed, which is great. Hopefully in the February Direct, they announce that he's like his release date, that'd be cool. But yeah, I don't care. Listen, I mentioned like Smash DLC as a possibility. It was a far-fetched one for sure, but like, if they do Smash DLC in like February, for example, for Ultimate, I don't care when Sora comes out. When he comes out, I'm opening all of the amiibo. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm opening all the Fighters Pass 2 ones and calling it a day there. I don't care if they do Fighters Pass 3 or an expansion pass. I'm opening the Ultimate Amiibo when Sora comes out. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah. So that was very cool. So yeah, the Mario Kart stuff was really like okay. F-Zero was just nice to see. The Mario stuff they had a lot to show. A lot of it I didn't care as much about, but I thought it was still cool. But yeah, Mario Kart was definitely the highlight for me. But the Sora amiibo had to be the second best thing for me there. I've been waiting for the Sora amiibo for so long. I forgot to mention that in my prediction part of the video, unfortunately, when I was talking about that. But yeah, Sora was one thing that I was really hoping to see, but I just forgot to talk about it. And after that, we of course get to the best thing, Splatoon 3 Side Order. So Side Order got a trailer and man, I have some thoughts, and that was why I was just not paying attention to half the direct because I was focused on this in my mind. So as far as the story goes, we don't know anything about it, but I think it's going to be pretty insane. Just by the look of everything, and also the fact that, like, Dead Fish is there. Like, why? I think her name's, like, Oct or something. I think it's Oct. And, still, her being there is insane. Also, you know, no Marina, maybe she'll be a plot point. Also, Pearl and her little robot thing, and then, yeah, the main character is Agent 8, so this is going to be a pretty crazy story. It's, you know, the first time we're getting a protagonist to return as a playable character, which is pretty crazy actually, because you know 3. I mean, she had appearances like well, like the original Agent 3, who's now like the captain. She had appearances in Octo Expansion and Splatoon 3's main campaign, but like not playable. New Agent 3 is of course just in Splatoon 3. Agent 4 is only in Splatoon 2, so like you know, first time we're having a character playable, like a returning playable character, which is crazy. Very, very cool, though. Also, so the characters, I like the story. Is probably going to be crazy. The characters I'm very interested in. It's very cool that we're having a continuation of sorts. As far as the kind of just music goes, it sounds interesting. It sounds a little bit different, but I'm very excited for it. I mean, if Dead Fish is in the story, I'm sure we're going to get more Dead Fish music. I'm very, very certain on that. Which will be very, like, I'm very excited. Like, Dead Fish has a lot of my favorite Splatoon music of all time, so, yeah, anyway. And then also just the way it looks, like the overall, like, look of this game. It looks phenomenal. Like, I like the kind of muted look it has, like like mostly just white. It's like a mix of like Splatoon, Nier, Super Hot, and Portal. Like that, those are like the things that just come to my mind. It's like it's Splatoon, and you can still see a little bit of Splatoon elements there. But yeah, it's like I don't know, something about just kind of how it overall looks. Like the overall like just style of it reminds me a bit of Nier. The level design reminds me a bit of Portal, and then just the general color theming is very much reminiscent of something like Super Hot, I'd say. Very, very cool overall, though. I'm very excited for that. Then there's the gameplay. The gameplay, weirdly enough, is actually the thing that I'm the most unsure on. The whole skill tree upgrade stuff seems cool. I like the idea of replaying it, but here it seems like a roguelike game, and here's the thing, I don't like roguelike games. I'm just going to say roguelike games are not my thing. However, it is still using Splatoon, like it is still Splatoon, so it will be like good for sure. Because one of my biggest problems with roguelike games is just the combat and just gameplay sucks. But it's Splatoon gameplay, so it'll definitely be good. It just I'm a little worried because a lot of all the stuff they showed was just horde battles in like rooms. If the gameplay is just that, maybe a boss battle here and there, but it's basically just fight your way through enemies. I genuinely think this will be the worst Splatoon single player. I'm just saying. I know that's like a really pessimistic, but I'm just saying, if that's all there is, it's not gonna be great. It'll still be decent, I'm sure, but it won't be an Octo expansion. It won't be a Splatoon 3 type of story mode at all. And I'd still say the base games of 1 and 2 would be better, because they'd just be more creative in that case. That said, I don't think it'll be that. I think that they usually like to save a lot of stuff, so, there is some crazy looking stuff here. I think that there will be a lot more to it. I think that there will be horde battles for sure, but I think there's going to be a lot more to do. I'm sure there's going to be more exploration. There's probably going to be more to levels. I'm sure there's going to be different like areas that you have to do horde battles in. Probably a lot of it, but like as long as it's not just progress through a tower, every horde battle gets harder. If it's that, then this is going to actually just suck. Like, I'm just saying. But again, I don't think that'll be the case. I'm sure there's going to be different, like, levels. There's going to be different stuff going on. And I'm sure, like, we'll have, like, a final act of the game that's just going to be insane. And nothing like that at all, so... My assumptions for Side Order is that it's actually going to be good. Could be the best, you never know, but I think that, right now I'm a little concerned about the gameplay. I'm not gonna like... If it's just a grind fest, that's just not fun. Like, I'm just saying, like... Octo Expansion 3 had it right, I think, with, like, really just going crazy at the levels. I don't mind going crazier with, like, other stuff. Like, you could focus more on other themes. It doesn't have to just be more Octo Expansion, more 3. But if it's just if it's something kind of new, you know, like, okay, it's a horror battle thing. We don't really get those too often in single players. That's fine, but if it's literally just that, then it's just like, that's boring. Like, I'd much rather just get a third single player similar to Octo or 3, so a little bit worried about that, I'm not gonna lie. But the Splatoon team is great, so I think that they know better. I feel like the whole, like, one of, like, the main taglines of Splatoon is kind of like the idea of being, like, fresh, you know? And I feel like something that's literally the opposite of that, where it's just a grind fest, I feel like that would be weird. And also, again, the Splatoon team, they're just so creative. I feel like they wouldn't do that. Like, I don't think they'll just do single mode go. I guess it does fall into the theme of order, which I'm a little bit worried about, because, like, would they ruin a single player for the sake of making it thematically like that? They actually could, but I'm going to hope that they don't, so... As long as there's a little bit more to do that's just not a grind fest, this will be a great single player. But if that's all there is, then I'm going to have some things to say when it comes out. Oh yeah, it doesn't come out till spring. That sucks. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because, yeah, give the devs time, you know, make it good, but it sucks. Like, obviously. I think everyone wanted Side Order to be, like, right after the Direct, or even, like, maybe at best, you know, like, fall, winter of this year, like, you know, maybe come out with, like, chill season, like, in December, but it looks like it's not going to be till March, unless it gets delayed again, then June, but, you know. Although I wouldn't be mad about June, because then I could play it during summer, and summer Splatoon's kind of hype, but anyway, whatever. So I think that's all I have to say, for the Direct and all the other stuff, so yeah, I'll come back tomorrow or the day after to finish this off, again, correct anything I need to correct, and just end it off. So anyways, yeah, that's all for today, so I'll be back at some point. Alright, it's now Saturday at around 12:30 a.m. I think I'm just gonna end this here. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention one thing. Cola OG. The feet parts can tilt up like a Kerpeps, like original Kerpeps gimmick. That is the one thing I forgot, so... Anything else I don't think is that important, so I think I'm good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and record the October releases Beyblade discussion, so... Yeah, that should be fun. Lots to talk about there. Then I'll upload this video. Like, I'm recording this, like, what, like 3.5 hours before it comes out? Something like that, anyway. So yeah, alright, gonna go ahead and do that, and, yeah, that's it for the week. I will be recording again next week as well, so that should be nice, but, yeah, that's everything for this week. This is quite a week. Hopefully next week is all good, so, anyway, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.